to my channel. My name is Caitlin Hughes, and today we are just going to be doing another get ready with me. It's pretty much spring, you guys, which is crazy. I feel like we've literally been in this pandemic for a year. Spring is around the corner, which means summer's around the corner. I am excited for that. So let's get started. So what I am thinking is I need to do my base, and I want to use some color today. So I'm going to be using the NYX Ultimate palette. This just has a bunch of really fun colors. It's called the Brights palette. I'm leaning towards this like bright green color. Let's get into it. So I already put on my sunscreen. I always use my Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30. I've got some acne going on, scarring and all that kind of stuff, so I'm just going to use a little bit more coverage. I'm going to start out with my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I really like using this just to give myself like more of a natural glow. To blend that in, I'm going to be using my Rare Beauty foundation brush. Rare Beauty's great. Their foundation and concealer are great. But if you get anything from Rare Beauty, it should be this brush because it is incredible. I'm gonna start with my Rare Beauty foundation. So this you have to shake first. It'll definitely affect the formula if you don't. And then I'm just going to kind of use a little bit, and then I'm going to spot conceal. So it has this really big doe foot applicator. So I just dot that all around, and you actually don't need that much. A little bit goes a long way. And now I'm going to spot conceal with my NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I am in the shade Custard. It's perfect for covering up really any blemishes because it is so matte, but very natural looking. I don't really put a lot of like face makeup on my forehead, just with my bangs, but I do have a little spot there. But isn't that crazy? I mean, you just kind of like blend that all in there and it's gone. You want to make sure that if you're trying to cover up any blemishes, you're using a matte finish because that's going to make it kind of retreat into your skin. Shine and like dewiness in makeup products make things stand out. So like you want your cheekbones to stand out or whatever it might be. I really like how it kind of just like retreats into the skin. Like I have this little guy here. So I'm just going to take my concealer, dot a little bit in there, and it literally just fades away. For my under eye concealer, I like to use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I don't want to put a matte formula under my eyes because that'll make them look really just dry. And I just do a dot and I blend it out. It's better to use light layers, layer up to get that coverage that you want. You really don't want to use a ton of product. It'll just make you look tired. Then I just like tap it in with my ring finger, and this just helps it all mesh in together. Okay, so this is something that I am very new to, faux freckles. It's a really cute look. So freckles are really random. When you do freckles, you want it to be where you get the most sun or where you start to tan or burn first. It's the higher points on your face. So it's gonna be like your forehead and your cheeks and your nose, anything that sticks out. Okay, so now if you can see, I have some freckles on. They look a little crazy right now, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna tone them down with powder. Just tapping it right over. I think that kind of like toned it down a little bit. This is the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, and we're just gonna sweep it everywhere that I have my faux freckles. A little bit more of a natural freckle look. Okay, so that is the base done. Now we're gonna do the eyebrows. I definitely switch off on how I like to do my eyebrows. Sometimes I don't do anything to them just because, again, my bangs pretty much cover them and I have pretty thick hair that's pretty dark. Sometimes I get a little bit sparse or my shape is off. I'll just use a Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Then we are going to start on the eyes. So I need to figure out what the heck I'm even gonna be doing. So I think what I want to do for my eyes is just like a one shade wash of color, just like a pop of lime. I feel like would be really cool. A more wearable type of spring shade. So I'm just gonna go in with my Tarte Fake Awake. This is a nude eyeliner. This literally helps you look more awake. So again, we're gonna dip into this kind of like lime green color. The key with funky eyeshadow is you want to go in layers and build it up. I do think that one good thing that's come out of quarantine is like more self-expression. I think for me, I really kind of found a creative outlet through makeup. Okay. Now that my shadow is done, I am going to put on a little bit of mascara. So I think I'm going to use the Maybelline Sky High mascara. I found this on TikTok and I am obsessed with it. So yeah, I definitely recommend trying this out. If you ever get your shadow to a place where you're like, oh, it needs a little bit more blending, you can always use your setting powder and just blend around the edges and kind of be a little bit more seamless into your skin. Okay, so now my mascara is all done and my eyes are really like, I'm kind of obsessed with them. I know my bangs are a little bit in the way, but you can see it's like this really pretty like lime color. Right here, the lighting just changed a little bit, but dude, it's so pretty. I love it so much. It's pretty subtle. I really like it. Okay, so we are going to do a little bit of a lip. I'm thinking like a nude, a neutral, you know? I think that would look best. So I'm going to do a combination of my Patrick Ta lip liner. This is in the shade She's Strong. And then my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which is a classic. So a trick that I learned, if you're lining the bottom lip, you smile with your mouth closed, like a soft smile, and it's easier to trace that line. So it looks a little crazy, but it's helpful. And that's very pink, but it's pretty, and I like it a lot. So we're just gonna use this little like brown, just kind of in the corners here, just to deepen it up a little bit. This is just NYX Espresso. I like to put this in the corners of my lips, again, just to deepen it up a little bit. That is the liner. So we're gonna use a very light nude color. And I think that we're going to use Fair Affair from Revlon. It's like this color. It's a very like browny nude. So that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you next time. I hope you all have a